December 23rd, 2025. Let's see how many times the strategy came into effect today. Today was a painful day because I caught a wonderful trade. I followed my plan, but then I didn't follow my plan. A trade that I took was supposed to have runner. All trades that I take are designed to have runners involved so that I can capture greater wins than just the initial profit target. And today I cut my trade short, and what would have been a huge win was a small win because of my lack of discipline and because of my lack of faith in the plan, because of my lack of discipline. It's immaturity. Here is the daily chart right here. We've got the MACD, which is the momentum on a daily level, is doing what? We don't see this day right now because this is what happened today. We only can see the past. So leading up to today, we have one big buying pressure day. We have another big buying pressure day. So the momentum has a bias to the upside. Okay, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Over here we have our 30-minute chart, which is a very strong force that we pay attention to because momentum can be thought of as a force, and it can also be thought of as probability. Let's go in and see how many times our strategy came into effect today. We're going to move it to the market open right here. First candle. First candle was massive. Huge buying. This purple is previous week's critical level. This is another critical level that I marked. This is the pre-market high, which is this red line. So I want you to notice we had a huge move, and then right when we get to that pre-market level, look what happens. That's why I left that note here. What do you know? Pre-market levels, pre-market highs, and pre-market lows often play as very hypercritical levels where there's a lot of liquidity, a lot of orders pending. So that's why we can get some price action like this. I'm going to take away this EMA line right now, and I'm just going to add the VWAP instead. All right. So we had this big push up, then we stabilize down, push back up, we get a full rejection. I mean, wow, it doesn't get cleaner than that, right? A lot of people would use the VWAP to take trades here, saying, oh, it rejected off this critical level. Once it passes the VWAP, I'm going to enter. It's a classic strategy a lot of folks use in the first 1 to 2 hours of the market. But our strategy says we need to align the 5-minute MACD first, and then we can take a trade. The market opens right here. The 5-minute normal hours is going up. The 5-minute extended hours is going up. So they're aligned already. So now we look for a volume confluence on the right side of the 2-minute V on the 2-minute chart, and that's how we enter the trade. Do we get that? No, we don't get that. Look at this right here. This starts tapering. So if we're playing to the upside, but our histogram is not going up, then that means we don't have to look. We don't even have to think. There's no trade opportunities here. We just skip forward. Okay. We skip forward to here. Look, the 5-minute MACD regular is already in the red. It began in the red right here at this candle. Now we've got confirmation we are in the red. This 5-minute is obviously selling off, not in the red yet. So we've got selling pressure. We're not taking any trades yet because we don't have any clear opportunities, but the clear opportunity is coming extremely soon. So now we use the 2-minute to tell us, do we even have an opportunity? We use the 2-minute histogram momentum. And then we look at the 5 and we look at the 30 to gauge how much probability is on our side. We don't take any trades here because there's no opportunities. We're just watching. The 5-minute is now flipping to the upside. The 5-minute regular hours is almost at this critical, close to the zero line. It's getting there. It's not there yet. And look what happens right here. Look what happens. We finally get a crossover to the green. We have permission to take trades to the upside. What do you see right here? a volume bar greater than the previous three were on the right side of the momentum. This is where I took the trade. This is the trade I was talking about in the beginning of the video. This is where I made a critical mistake. I entered right here at the close of this candle, which is right here actually. I entered right here at the close of this candle. And then I put my stop loss slightly below that candle. And I targeted a 2-to-1. And then my runner kept running. And I cut my runner short. I sold out here. Yeah, it's a win, but look at what I missed. Look at all of this. This is the difference between your bills for 1 week and your bills for 1 month. This is the difference between meaningful and meaningless. If I have a plan and the plan says to hold on to a runner with like a close to break-even stop, I want to be able to capture these more often. So though it was a win, it sucked. I didn't take any other trades until the end of the day. Right here, there's one I wanted to talk to you about. Look, we have a strong 5 minutes sell-off. So now it's going against the direction. If we're trying to take trades to the upside, this MACD is not going to the upside, is it? The 5-minute MACD histogram, which is the momentum, the 5-minute momentum is not going up, it's going down. It's losing momentum. We've got negative acceleration going on. And then something interesting happens right here. We get a power volume bar. We're almost crossing over on the 2-minute. And then right after this, we get another power volume bar, holding the momentum to the upside, and we start to pop up. This is a major shift in momentum. Now, I didn't take this trade. This isn't an official trade. I was just trying to break that down so you can think about these things, clearly. For the record, the actual strategy didn't trigger. So it's like this, my official strategy didn't come into effect here. I was just wanting to break this down to break it down. But something you should know is I'm not trading the middle of the market right now. I'm only trading the first 2.5 hours, so up to 10:30, which is up to right here. And then the last hour, hour and a half. So this is about right here. I'm not trading the middle of the market right now. Okay, so right here we have a significant event. The 5-minute MACD has now continued upward momentum. We're aligned with a super strong 30-minute force on the upside. Ultra strong. Look at this. The MACD is not going down. We're ripping upward. We've got the daily momentum behind us that we talked about in the beginning of the video. There's a lot of forces going on to the upside right now. Okay. What do we see? We see a volume bar greater than the previous three on the right side of the 2-minute momentum. This is my strategy. I missed this trade. I don't know how I missed this trade, but I missed this trade and I'm upset about it. But this was a big win too, because the stop loss, which would have been right here, never would have gotten hit. Your entry would have been at the close of the candle right here. And then your stop loss would have been right below the candle. Entry here, targeted a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1. And with that stop loss in place, you would have continued to hit large profits. And then furthermore, I wanted to show you one last setup, which is right here. Look at this. We get a green volume bar greater than the previous three. We're on the right side of the momentum, but it's choppy and it's ugly. And this is the last 10 minutes of the day. So things are very chaotic in the last 10 minutes of the day. Our momentum on the 5 is going up. Got a lot of green volume growing on the, we can see a bunch of upward signs here. So your entry would have been here at the close of this candle. Stop loss slightly somewhere below here. Targeting a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1, but normally a 2-to-1. Take profits early. And allow for runners. So that's what happened today. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. Christmas is in 48 hours. And then the new year is shortly after that. I hope you all take care. I'll see you in the next one.